You've been staring at your computer screen, wondering if today is the day you finally hand in that resignation letter. Yet, a familiar feeling holds you back. Fear. Fear of the unknown, the uncertain path that lies beyond the safety net of your current job. In times like these, we can turn to the wisdom of ancient philosophers like Seneca, who offers insights on embracing change and confronting our fears head-on. Stick around as we explore how to take fearless steps into the unknown, inspired by letters from one of Stoicism's greatest minds. Fear of leaving a job often stems from a fear of uncertainty. It's the what-ifs that paralyze us, the countless scenarios of failure we imagine. Seneca reminds us that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. By acknowledging that our fears are often exaggerated, we can begin to dismantle them. Start by writing down your fears. You may find that what seemed overwhelming in your mind is more manageable on paper. Understanding your fears as natural yet conquerable is the first step in moving past them. By confronting these imagined scenarios, you reduce their power over you and open up space for new opportunities and growth. Embracing uncertainty can be daunting, but Seneca sees it as an opportunity for growth. He writes that every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. While leaving a job feels like closing a door, it's also about opening new ones. Consider what you truly want in your career and life. Uncertainty is not merely a void, it's a space filled with potential and possibilities. By reframing your perspective, you allow yourself to see the beauty in new beginnings. Cultivating a mindset that welcomes change and uncertainty as a natural part of life is key to breaking free from the chains of fear. Seneca teaches the importance of detachment, not in a cold, indifferent way, but as a means of freeing yourself from the emotional bonds that hold you back. By practicing detachment, you learn to let go of the need for control over every aspect of your life. This doesn't mean abandoning responsibility, but rather accepting that not everything is within your control. Assess what truly matters to you and focus on those priorities. Detachment enables clarity, helping you make decisions that align with your authentic self without the cloud of fear. By embracing this Stoic principle, you can navigate career transitions with confidence and calm. One of Seneca's key teachings is the value of taking action. He argues that inaction is often more paralyzing than the fear of failure itself. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult, he explains. Begin with small, actionable steps that lead you toward your new career goal. Whether it's updating your resume, networking, or researching new fields, each action diminishes your fear. This momentum not only builds confidence, but also brings you closer to your aspirations one step at a time. Fear of the unknown is a natural response to change. It's your brain's way of protecting you from potential threats. However, in the context of leaving a job, this fear can become a barrier to personal growth. Seneca teaches us that fear is often a product of our imagination. The future we dread is usually far less dire than we anticipate. By understanding that fear is a signal, not a stop sign, we can redefine our relationship with it. Instead of avoiding fear, recognize it as a call to explore something new. Acknowledge it, plan your steps, and remember that the worst-case scenario is often survivable and even enlightening. Seneca believed in the power of courage, not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. Embracing change involves accepting the uncertainty that comes with it. Seneca advises us to periodically rehearse the fears or potential losses we face. By imagining the worst, we can diminish its power over us, realizing we are more resilient than we think. Courage comes from taking small steps into the unknown, building confidence as you go. It's about transforming fear into a tool for growth. Remember, courage is like a muscle. It strengthens with use. Each step you take away from fear brings you closer to the life you truly want. One of the most compelling reasons to leave a job is the search for purpose. Seneca reminds us that life is not merely about surviving, but living with meaning. Ask yourself, does your current job align with your values and passions? If not, it might be time to consider a career that does. Start by identifying what truly matters to you. This could be creativity, helping others, or pursuing a long-held dream. When you align your work with your core values, you'll find that fulfillment follows. Purpose-driven work isn't just about a paycheck. It's about contributing to something larger than yourself. Fear often stems from a lack of planning. Seneca advises us to prepare for change to diminish anxiety. As you contemplate leaving your job, start by creating a detailed plan. Assess your financial situation, explore new opportunities, and build a safety net. Networking with others in your desired field can provide valuable insights and support. Setting realistic goals and timelines can also make the transition smoother. Remember, you don't have to leap blindly. A well-thought-out plan can transform fear into excitement, enabling you to step into your new life with confidence. One of Stoicism's central tenets is acceptance. Seneca teaches us to accept what we cannot change and focus on what we can control. This mindset shift can be liberating. Accept that uncertainty is part of life's journey. Instead of resisting it, embrace it as a catalyst for growth. By doing so, you free yourself from the shackles of fear and open up to new possibilities. Acceptance doesn't mean passivity. It means acknowledging reality and using it as a foundation to build the life you envision. Letting go of what you can't control allows you to focus your energy on the things that truly matter. Fear is a powerful emotion, often masquerading as a protector, keeping you safe from the unknown. But in reality, it can trap you in a situation that no longer serves you. The corporate world often thrives on this fear, with its promises of stability and security. Yet, you find yourself restless, craving change, but terrified of stepping into the unknown. Seneca reminds us that fear is our mind's way of telling us we're on the verge of growth. The real question is, are you allowing fear to guide your decisions, or are you ready to seize control? Seneca knew a thing or two about uncertainty. Life, he argued, is inherently unpredictable, and clinging to the illusion of control is futile. Instead of fearing the unknown, Seneca encourages you to embrace it. This doesn't mean recklessly diving into change without a plan, but rather acknowledging that uncertainty can lead to opportunity. Think of it this way. Life is less about the certainty of the destination and more about the courage to embark on the journey. By reframing uncertainty as a gateway to possibility, you empower yourself to make decisions aligned with your true desires rather than dictated by fear. Often, the fear of leaving your job is rooted in a narrow perspective. You focus on what you stand to lose, not what you may gain. Seneca teaches us to expand our perspective, to see beyond the immediate discomfort of change to the potential benefits it can bring. Imagine viewing your career as a series of chapters in a book, each ending necessary for the next to begin. By shifting your mindset from loss to opportunity, you can begin to see leaving your job not as a failure, but as a step towards a new beginning. Take a moment to reflect on what this next chapter could hold for you. Seneca believed that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. In the modern workplace, you're often conditioned to stay the course, but what if the path has changed? Reflect on what truly brings you fulfillment and joy. Courage is cultivated through small, deliberate actions. Start by researching that passion project you've always dreamed of, or reach out to someone in a field you admire. These actions, however small, build momentum. They remind you that you hold the power to change your narrative, and that fear, while present, does not have to dictate your life. Ultimately, Seneca's teachings guide us toward living authentically. Your job should reflect your values and passions, not just your need for security. Imagine waking up each day excited about your work, knowing it aligns with who you are at your core. This is the life Seneca nudges you toward, one where authenticity reigns over fear. Reflect on what an authentic life looks like for you. Is it a career change, a new venture, or perhaps a different way of balancing work and life? Whatever it is, remember that embracing change with courage leads to a more fulfilling, authentic existence. Finally, Seneca teaches us to embrace the journey rather than fixate solely on the destination. Life's path is rarely a straight line, and each twist and turn is an opportunity for learning and growth. By focusing on the present and the steps you can take today, you cultivate resilience and adaptability. Recognize that fear is a natural part of the process, but it doesn't have to be a barrier. With each small victory, you become more adept at navigating change and more fearless in the face of uncertainty. Embrace your journey and let it guide you toward a fulfilling and authentic life.